Yo, yo, yo. Salute. What up, y'all? Sixth element of hip hop. I'm your host, Reno Noir. And this is our co host, Stu Dog. What up, Stu?
Peace, 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 peace.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well,
Oh, your mic,
somebody gonna buy
your
me
mic sounds
a.
far away, my man.
Come on, hook me up, man. Hook me up. Buy your boy a new
Oh, there you go.
microphone.
Now you good. You good. You good.
Corey,
I
or
got one for
Corey,
you.
salute, salute, salute. My dude, what up, what up? Raw talk in the house.
Yo, 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 yo. What's
Yeah.
happening?
What's good, bro?
All
How you
right, all
been,
right.
man? Been a minute, been a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You been getting it in.
Yeah, a little something, putting in work.
Word.
Um at the Toy Con, New Jersey today and tomorrow.
Yeah, dope. How was that?
Yeah, the rain kind of messed a lot of things up, man. That rain was treacherous. So, I mean, people came and bought, but it wasn't like what we would expect from
Right.
a
The
con.
non-rained out. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we
Well,
make the best of it. You
yeah, I
know.
mean that's what you got to do. You got to do that. Kind of waiting for some people to slide in because we got a. Speaking of toys, we got a little unboxing today.
Nice.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of unboxings probably the next couple shows. Maybe. Well, I'm hoping Monday we have one because I should be getting some boxes Monday. Stu, did you get your packages?
I ain't got nothing today. I'll wait hard too.
Yeah.
Super hard. I ain't get nothing today. Something should
Well,
come this week. I mean, you was the only one came off.
I'm telling you, bro. I got. Hasbro is really doing us dirty. They're not doing us dirty, but they doing us. They doing us. They really doing us hard, man. There so many pre-orders. So many pre-orders just dropped this month. It's crazy. All like eight, bro. It's a dozen figures. A dozen figures. I counted. There's 12 figures between Marvel and GI Joe. 12 new figures that were pre-orders came out this month and hit my paycheck like that. And when you count up 12 figures and you're talking $30 a figure,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
or more, depending if it's a specialty figure. Speaking of the Czarface figure, which was $70 after tax and shipping, Stu, you're gonna love the Czarface figure.
I've
That
been
shit.
trying to get a Zard face figure for the longest, but they are hard because they sell out soon as they get them.
I
Wherever
mean,
they sell them at, however they
this
sell
one you gotta pre-order it, and it's
them.
Super 7 Ultimates. You can get them. They're just expensive. That's all.
Okay.
Unless you're a big, big, big fan, ain't nobody gonna spend that much.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
No,
go.
that's the fucked up part, Corey. I have a problem. I spend bill money on this shit, like food money. Like, no, I'm not rich, bro. This shit is, we can call it an addiction you want to, but yeah, no, I'm not rich. And the only way I get toys is if I pre-order them. Like, I'm never buying them aftermarket. I'm not going on eBay and paying, the aftermarket cost of, some jerk off jacking it up 100%. If I don't pre-order them, I don't get them. So that's why I have to get them on the pre-order. But the first one that dropped, and again, like I said, it hurts that they dropped 12 this month. That's not Gucci. But this one just came. I was gonna wait until they all came. I told Stu, I was, I'm gonna wait till they all come and just do one big massive unboxing. But I'm a child and I have a problem. I can't wait. I have to open them. Here we go. Look at that bad boy.
Warren Worthington.
Warren Worthington.
Worthington the third. Yeah, I need that angel. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I'm keeping that a buck 5100.
Let me show you.
Need
Let
that
me show
joker.
you how dope this motherfucker is. I didn't know he was gonna be this dope. Check these wings out. Schlack, 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 schlack. Bruh. They're massive. And you can do, all these different poses with them. You can do them like that. You could do them like this. You could have them folded up in the back. You can have them folded like that. You can have them straight out, down like that, chilling. You could have them partially extended. You can do the full on spread eagle. And they're independent of each other. Just really cool, man. The best action figure wing setup I've seen. What do y'all think? Y'all are pretty quiet.
That's dope. No, that's
pretty dope.
We
Pretty
checking
dope.
it out. We checking it out.
You're in
That's
awe. You're in awe.
Yeah, they look real, like the way they look. They look real, like realistic.
They look like real feathers.
Like real,
The
yeah,
feathers-
like real wings, the spread and everything.
I wish I could get it to
Yeah.
focus. The feathers are crazy. Look at that. Oh, it might focus. The detail's really, really good on the feathers. It does show little feather marks if it would focus. No, but it doesn't like to focus. It's an autofocus, but it just does it when it wants to. There you go. Now you can see that detail. Look at that beautiful bean footage. But you can see the actual the feather, the fibers of the feathers, really, really detailed. Like the individual fibers of the feathers. So they're not just, and then there's the different, feather sizes, the small feathers to the plumes, to the long, to the, it's just a really well done figure. I got to give it up to Marvel Legends, because they have been stepping their game up, especially now with G.I. Joe Classified, really setting the bar super high at Hasbro. Like, for instance, Star Wars Black Series has completely fallen off. They're utter trash. Just become crap. They're putting out repaints, and it just terrible figures. And then now with the Acolyte, don't get me started.
Yeah, the Acolyte look crazy trash.
Bruh.
Did you see the latest?
Why they got millennial haircut? Why they got the dreads with the Killmonger dreads? Like, come on, bro. This is Star Wars. What are you doing? You got no shame.
And they look like X-Men 97 knockoffs.
Stu, what was you about to say?
I said, did you see the latest meme for that? Where there was a guy, he's at a podium. There's a bunch of people, and he's talking about Star Wars. He says, who wants to see a new Star Wars, show and new toys? And everybody raises their hands. And then he says, well, who wants to see the Acolyte and get new toys? And then no hands go up.
All the hands
It's just
fell.
silent crickets. Yeah, it's just silent crickets. I'm like, wow, that's just, great. But
I lightly, barely grazed the fucking microphone, and it muted. I barely grazed it, and it muted on me.
And with the Acolytes, that's not even a Hasbro problem, or Star Wars in general. That's not a Hasbro problem per se.
No, not the Acolyte isn't. No.
No.
Black Series is the problem.
Disney is the problem. That's why Star Wars went down, because of Disney.
Yeah. But no, I'm just talking. I'm simply talking about Hasbro and the Black Series, because the Hasbro the vintage collection, the TVC ones, they're the small ones, but they're not the jointless old school Star Wars. They're super highly detailed. It's a third line. So they've got their no articulation OG plastic. It's called the retro line. And then they've got their Black Series line, and then they've got the TVC, which is kind of between. It's like Black Series but shrunken down with even more detail than some Black Series. And that's the line that's really the star of Star Wars right now at Hasbro. It's easily the best line, but it's just sad because Black Series was a big favorite of mine, and I did collect the hell out of them. I have a pretty big shelf full of them, but now, unless they come out with like a new Sith or something, they haven't had anything interesting, and they've just been putting out repaints, remakes, reissuing figures that they've already put out. They just put out a new Balon Skull. Like, oh God, it's the Balon Skull Mercenary Edition. It's the exact figure with the exact lightsaber. This has a cloth cloak that comes with it.
And the height is wrong on it.
They're both too short.
Yep.
Both of them are too short.
Really?
Oh yeah. So, oh fuck, I forgot. This is a 2-pack. Skirt. Yes, I told you. I already took them out, put them on the shelf. This is the 2-pack Wolverine. So they just put out a new set of 2-packs. There's three 2-packs. There's Wolverine and Sabretooth one where he's like wearing the cowboy hat, the shit kicker hat. I don't fuck with it, so I haven't gotten that one, which I may bend because it's got a really, really, really great looking Sabretooth in there. Easily the second best looking Sabretooth that Marvel Legends has done, in fact. And then there's the Wolverine and Joe Fixit, Patch and Joe Fixit set, which is on the way. And then there's the Brood and Lilandra Wolverine. So that's the Brood Wolverine. You see the alien. He's been, and then there's the original cover right there. Let me see if I can get it to focus. There we go. So that's the original comic cover. This is a sort of a recreation. And here's the figure that came with it. That's Lilandra. Now she is the wife of Xavier. She's an alien, not an Earthling, and she took Xavier.
Queen of the Shi'ar.
The Shi'ar, exactly, Queen of the Shi'ar, and she took Xavier with her, and they got married and lived happily ever in the Shi'ar Empire for a while. But it focused there a couple times, but you get the picture. And then the fun part, the reason this is a throwaway figure for me. I could have done without it. The reason I got it, of course, one of my favorite Wolverine covers. There he is.
Yeah, that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
spotlight.
Yeah, he's a great figure, great iteration of it. Focus. There we go. Almost. It focuses and then it goes out. I'm just fucking with it right now. Clearly, this is not an unboxing channel. If it was, this would not be how I would do this. I really would love for you guys to get to see how cool it looks. Okay. Not happening. But yeah, that's the joint. There she is. And I collect Wolverines. You know, I have every like Wolverine that Marvel Legends has done. So it's only natural. I had to get this one. Like I have to get ones that are different and unique. You know what I mean? Like if it's just the regular Wolverine, I'll probably skip it. But if it's something like this, something really cool, something really unique, definitely will pick that up. And that's that for that. And then we got this one from the other day for anybody that missed it. The G.I. Joe Vamp with the homies Rock and Roll and Clutch. Two dope boys in the Cadillac. Two dope boys in the Cadillac.
It looks a little bit. It don't look roomy for them dudes, but it looks looks decent.
Yeah, it's definitely a 2-seater. I got Rock and Roll kind of crammed with his big M60 machine gun in there with him.
Mm-hmm.
But they fit really well. I really like how Clutch sits in the vehicle, how he can hold the shifter with one hand and the steering wheel with the other hand. It looks really cool. I can't kind of get the camera to show in there because it's really dark down there, but you can't really see it. But then I figured out that the turret, the machine gun here, it's really what you call it, maneuverable. And If you take it off, you can see there's a little sort of hook right there, that C looking thing, and that's where you stick the fire extinguisher. So the fire extinguisher sits right there. I have it, however, wedged right there in the back, because if you don't have it right there, these two gas cans are just loosely sitting in there. They fall out at any bump or turn. They're just. It's almost like they're just balanced. Just sit. It'd be like if you just sat them on the roof. That's how secure they are. They're just completely loose and jiggly. You can't do anything. They're just falling out at every tiny little movement. So I figured out that wedging the fire extinguisher in there, it keeps them secure. Still looks cool. Goes with the red axe, the fire axe that sits right there. So it's like, yeah, have the extinguisher and the axe and everything right there with the gas can. So it makes sense. So that's just a little hack. If anybody has had that issue and been like, man, this sucks. These fucking gas cans will not stay in there. Because at first I was like, oh, that kind of sucks. I was honestly thinking about gluing them in. Which, still an option, but I don't like gluing shit or painting shit unless I have an extra one. But yeah, it's cool, man. It's got the rear view mirrors and the whole nine. But it's not a HasLab, so it's not super duper crazy. But yeah, you're absolutely right, Al. I definitely want to shrink myself and drive it.
I want the chain, bro.
Absolutely. Oh no, not gonna give me a little focus for the one time for old time. No, definitely not. Okay, fuck you. All right. Whoop! Salute Al Mega in the house. But that's a little unboxing, y'all. We just having fun. We're gonna do a couple of those coming up. Hoverine. There's actually a comic coming out called Helverine that's looking pretty cool. It's a cross between Ghost Rider, and Wolverine.
Wolverine.
Helverine, it's called. And it's
decent.
It's pretty badass. It's Wolverine with the flaming skull, and it's pretty, what are you gonna do in the building? Raw Talk, what up, man? How you doing, man?
In here trying to get some munch on.
Ha!
I couldn't eat at the spot, so.
Well, check it out, y'all. So, as per our title, as per our logo, as per the subject of the the episode is, we're gonna watch the Penguin trailer, the new show, the Batman spinoff, the Penguin. We've all been waiting for Colin Farrell. The spinoff show is gonna be on Max. Stu, have you seen that?
I saw the trailer, but I haven't seen the show. I've seen a few things about it. Is the show out?
Oh, the show's not out yet.
Okay, yeah. I've seen about the thing. I don't I'm hoping this is as good as the movie was. The movie was great. But I'm just trying to figure out what depending like the farmer's victim's forehead. How's off the chain, bro. I'm curious where they're gonna go with it. There's a lot you can do with Penguin and Iceberg Lounge. Things if they put that in there.
The Iceberg. Yeah,
there's a lot you can do with that. Because Penguin is actually, he brags about how he walks the fine line of committing a crime and not committing a crime, but still does a crime. So he says to Batman a lot of times, I can, you kind of got me, but you don't got me. I sell weapons, I do this all stuff, but if it wasn't for me, things would be worse than what they are in Gotham. And I'm the one that keeps it in line, so you can't really get rid of me because it's only gonna get worse. But you got to keep me because I'm the one that's keeping it stable and keeping it from from everything from going crazy. So
well said.
I don't know if they're gonna go into that or I'm curious to see. I really am very curious to see.
Well, in the trailer, the opening line, he says, when I was a kid, there was a gangster, real old school type. Yeah, he recalls at the beginning of the trailer. And anyone who's seen a gangster flick before recognizes that kind of talk. It's very Henry Hill, very Goodfellas. Ever since I can remember, all I ever wanted to be was a gangster. The fucking opening of Goodfellas, very iconic, and it's basically the same thing. Wise guys love to wax poetic about the past, the days, the life, as they call it. But yeah, it's no secret that the classic Batman villain, the Penguin, was a highlight of the movie The Batman. Definitely was a big highlight of that whole movie, which was a phenomenal movie. Who is clicking their mute off and on? But the Penguin, the Matt Reeves, the director, sort of took a more grounded approach to the character. He's not like twirling an umbrella with a fucking top hat and a monocle. But he's he removed the bright colors and the gimmicks, and the Penguin storyline in the movie focused more on his rise through the mob. His gangster acumen, and the series spinoff does continue that tale of ascendance. That's what they're doing, Stu, with the story, with the show. And Cobblepot, he works to fill the void now because you had Falcone, Carmine Falcone, die in the movie. So now that void is there, Cobblepot fills it and becomes, the Penguin of Gotham. But the Penguin is not the only mobster, from the comics that's going to appear or be referenced on this gangster show. Of course, there's Kristen Milioti as
Falcone. There's the Falcone families.
yeah,
The
Sophia
Falcones, the Falcone.
Sophia Falcone, Carmine's daughter, and she's now the heiress. And then of course Clancy Brown, Salvatore Maroni. You have the Maroni family, and then of course fans all know these big names, of course, but from the comics, but might not notice the bigger bombshell in Oz's monologue in the trailer that we're gonna watch here, when he names Rex Calabrese, which is one of the gangsters that he admires. And if even comic book readers don't recognize that name, don't feel bad. Rex Calabrese is a relatively new addition to the whole Batman mythos. He first appeared under the alias Leo Leone in Batman Eternal number 14 from 2014, as an old nemesis of Penguin, getting ready to return. And as the Penguin tells it, Rex the Lion Calabrese ran Gotham by fear and instilling fear in the cops and the criminals alike, and with sharp steel teeth that he wears in his mouth, he rips the throat out of people who piss him off, and that's why they call him the Lion. And the
The
steel
lion,
teeth,
yeah.
yeah,
The steel jaw, yeah.
it might be a bit much for Reeves. The Batman, we might not see that. They might not go full Bond villain with the steel teeth, but there is an element, of Calabrese that could be integrated into the movie universe. Because remember, this is it's a more
Gangster, like a
realistic.
gangster movie.
A gangster.
Realistic,
It's
yeah.
dark. It's like a mystery. It's like Seven meets Goodfellas meets Batman. It's
Yeah.
very
Because
grounded.
remember, yeah, because you got to remember, you got a lot of crime families. You got the Skeevers, Sullivan,
Mhm.
Gazelle, Maroney, Vitti. I think it's the Vitti family.
Vides, yeah.
Vitti's, yeah, the Vitti's, and the Falcones.
Right.
Carmine, because you got Carmine Falcone,
Yeah, he's dead now.
Louise Falcone, and then you got Mario Falcone. I remember Mario Falcone from the comics and
Yeah.
Alberto Falcone.
Well, we got
But it's
Sophia
just
in
yeah,
this
it's
one.
just a whole it's like a whole I got a couple comics where they break it down, where they just break down
Yeah.
the whole, the whole, but Batman has he's pretty much kept them all in line, throughout the
Mhm.
years.
Mhm.
And at one point in some storylines, he's kind of just busted them all down to like lower ranks where they don't even have their heads anymore.
Yeah.
So like Yeah, well, he's got him like really, really busted down. So
Yeah. I mean, for years in the comics, it was believed that you know, the biological father of Selena Kyle, aka Catwoman, was Carmine Falcone, like they played in the movie. And the one time, you know, he was the boss at one point of all of Gotham, and you know, Matt Reeves, he borrowed that plot point in the Batman right from the comics,
yes.
and sort of led to that memorable confrontation between Selena and Falcone in the movie. And but you know, in the New 52 DC Comics, you had Selena's rebooted origin, making her Selena Calabrese, right? So that Rex
Mm,
Calabrese, so the daughter of the mob boss who gets put into foster care at a young age, raised by the Kyle family. Selena sort of loses track of her past and connections. She doesn't know, you know, who her parents are, or what she's, you know, connected to. At least until Leo Leone gets out of prison and reestablishes himself as Rex Calabrese. And you know, at this point, for the show, it's not really clear yet how far the Penguin is going to go into that aspect of the mythos. But you know, a look at the cast list will, you know, sort of suggest that the series will continue the Batman's tradition of pulling elements from the Jeff Lieb and Tim Sale story, The Long Halloween. You know, we know how much they drew from that, and with Sophia, Michael Zegan, and her brother Alberto, all, you know, and the Maronis all accounted for. Zoe Kravitz, the actress playing Catwoman, has not been added to the cast. So it sort of suggests that there's not going to be any big Catwoman plot points in the show. The Catwoman was the first movie. They're not really doing Catwoman big in this one. They may mention her, but you know, if the show is going to, you know, go into the Falcone family tree, then you know, Selena has to come up at some point, because in that movie she was definitely part of that family. So you know, and if Reeves didn't want to bring or address her backstory, right, then why choose Rex Calabrese as Oz's role model? You know, they like you just
mm.
named. There's plenty of different mobsters they could have used, and Batman comics are full of all those old timey mobsters, and you know, they could drop any name. And so you know, this
They could have
movie,
dropped. They could have dropped Black Mask, but
right?
they
You know,
didn't.
yeah, they could
They
have done
didn't.
anything, but they
And don't
wanted,
forget that you still got. Don't forget you still got triads. You got the Russian mafia in
You got
Gotham.
yeah,
the original Red Hood.
Yeah,
the original Red Hood. Yep.
original Red Hood. And don't forget, at one point, Black Mask controlled all the he controlled all the gangs in Gotham City.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah,
every last
Black
one.
Mask would be a dope character that I would hope they would use at some point.
Mm.
Right.
But now I think it's White Shark. I think White Shark has control now. But
Yeah,
he
Black
did, but he
Mask,
was controlling.
he's
Yeah, he was
underused.
controlling them from prison. Though. Yeah, Black Mask is underused, like very underused, and they just
Wouldn't it
don't
be
give him his. They
something
don't
that
give Black Mask his props.
What'd you say, Raw Talk?
I said, wouldn't it be funny if they are angling that where behind all this craziness in the Batman series, it's the Black Mask? Like,
That would be ill. That
yeah.
would be dope.
That
Hell
would
yeah.
be, oh, that would be ill. Yeah, that'd be real ill. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Because it would because that would be like a Black Mask move. That would
Yeah.
be like a move he would do. 'Cause Black Mask works like
Yeah.
that. So like
Yeah.
I
Well, I
would
mean,
love
we
to
don't
see
know
that.
if the show is the Penguin show is definitely not doing that, but you know, are they going to be setting up this huge storyline for Selena where she discovers, you know, that she's actually Rex's daughter? You know, the whole Calabrese thing, or is it just another Easter egg? And we'll find out, you know. But you know, we'll definitely know when the show comes out, and you know, we won't have to speculate anymore. But it I think it's, you know, Mighty Rack said, it's looking better than the movie already, man. So I'm excited. I can't wait. But the trailer we're gonna watch kind of more towards the end of the show, if you get what I'm saying.
Mhm.
But yeah, we'll definitely watch the trailer for the Penguin tonight. So stay tuned, hang out for that. That's coming later. Speaking of these
Yo.
Batman spin-offs, before we get into the X-Men, And I know it's DC Power Hour, but X-Men is too fresh, it's too hot. We gotta cover it, but we gotta talk about it right away. The Joker too, right? The musical. So that's our other Batman spinoff. Elseworlds.
Wait, they're gonna make it a musical?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. It's
I'm
been
here for it.
that's
I'm
been in
here
the works.
for musical.
There's at least 15 cover songs. Details. We got this. Some of the music details have been revealed. I know we've been questioning how much of a musical is it going to be. Is it going to be random strangers breaking out into synchronized dance and song mid conversation, or is it going to be just a lot of music in the movie? Is it going to be just the main characters singing sometimes? What is it going to be? Is it going to be straight Sweeney Todd where there's no talking? Every single word is sung. We have no idea yet. But we got some of the details now. There's at least 15 cover songs, original tracks that may be added. But the Joker and Harley Quinn are definitely going to be serenading the audiences in this movie. It's called Joker Folie à Deux. But, if and any, how many original songs are going to be included in the film is a mystery. But insiders privy to filming and early versions of this movie, this Todd Phillips film, is it's actually an awaited sequel to the movie Joker. They tell us that the movie leans heavily towards being mostly a jukebox musical, which integrates at least 15 reinterpretations of very well-known songs, like actual hit songs,
like Grease.
One of them said to be That's Entertainment from the 1953 musical The Bandwagon. So they're not like hit pop songs, but they're known musical songs. However, there's a door open for like an original song or two to be added to the final version. But sort of details of regarding who writes the songs or sings the numbers is still unknown. But we do know, according to sources, that Hildur Guðnadóttir, I don't know, is an Oscar-winning composer from the first Joker film. Is said to infuse her distinctive haunting music cues into each number. But the Warner Brothers studios, they declined any sort of statement on that. But jukebox musicals, for anyone wondering, are known for featuring popular songs, right? Often achieve box office success. Examples are like Mamma Mia, Moulin Rouge, and the latter won 8 Oscars. So Moulin Rouge was huge.
Maybe that's what they're looking for.
Well,
fan film. This is
I can't wait for it. I want to see it.
Yeah, it's expected to break the mold of traditional musicals, so it's not your traditional musical. So that, like you said, man, I'm down. I'm ready to see it. Like I'm not just writing it off. Like it might. I don't like musicals. That's it. Like normally I'd be a musical, not even gonna bother. Not even gonna. I do not fuck with musicals. I can't.
You didn't like High School Musical, bro?
Absolutely.
You ain't like Fiddler on the Roof?
The sound of music. The sound of music.
You didn't like Cats? Come on.
What about Grease? You ain't like Grease?
No, sir.
Or any Mel Brooks musicals. Because Mel Brooks put some shit down.
The Nutcracker? You didn't like the Nutcracker?
You didn't like the Muppet movie?
It's not for me. No, it's just not for me.
The Muppet movie.
I don't. And the thing is, like I'm not.
Am I a Muppet or am I a Muppet, man?
I'm not. Listen, I know people dig them, and I know they're very popular. Like I'm not like, and like this one, like I said, I'm not like, oh, it's a musical. I'm not even gonna give it a chance. No. But I will, give it a chance because it's the Joker, because it's Batman, it's Todd Phillips, it's everything about it is dope. I fuck with all of it. And Grease had some joints. Don't get me wrong, Grease has some joints.
Yeah.
Grease lightning, go Grease lightning. You know what I'm saying? Like Grease, I know Grease, but it's just not my shit. It's just not for me. But not that they're bad. It's not like I don't run to the oh shit, another musical. Fuck yeah. Like that's not me. Like there are people like that though. They're like, oh, I they have musical posters. They just fucking love musicals. That's just what I'm saying. I'm not that guy, but like there's been an occasional musical that I've liked, especially as a little kid, of course. You know, any Disney movie, of course, little kid, you fuck with the music.
It was Wizard of Oz in a sense.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
mean the Wiz? Wait. You had to watch the Wiz.
Okay. The Wiz is different. The Wiz gets a pass. The Wiz is fucking. It's Michael. The Wiz is the Wiz. Like that's not. That doesn't count. The Wiz does not even count. That is not a musical. That's the Wiz.
Don't count.
The Wiz is the Wiz. That's not a musical. The Wiz is just the Wiz. It's Michael
what
Jackson.
About Phantom? What about Phantom of the Opera?
Oh, Phantom of the Opera was deep, man.
I mean,
I like the Greg Webster Lloyd. The Greg Webster Lloyd version, especially. I own that joint on DVD.
Robert Guillaume as the Phantom. What? Robert Guillaume down as the Phantom, bro.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if I have any musicals.
I missed the chance.
You could play the Phantom. You could be the Phantom. You could get on there and be the Phantom. Right.
I think I know. Yeah, I mean, it's. I mean, there's some, but still, I mean, like it's not like it is what it is. I mean, there's some cool aspects to it. Who Benson?
He put in work. Yeah, he put in work.
What's Slade said?
I don't own a single musical.
What happened? Slade said what?
Popeye was Popeye a musical?
Yes, Popeye was. Yes, Popeye was. The original movie with Robin Williams.
Williams?
Yeah, we had
that was a musical.
That was my joint. I liked it. That was a joint. I liked that movie.
Yeah, I fucked with that movie. That movie was hard.
I like Popeye. Popeye was hard. Yeah.
But you do know, like, this would be the first like gangsterish type of musical, being that the Joker is a gangster villain.
No, I think there's other gangster musicals. I don't.
West Side Story.
I mean, West Side Story. That's a classic.
Yeah, and I don't.
West Side Story. Yeah,
that's street thug gangster. That's street thugs like the.
Yeah. I don't consider that gangster.
Switchblade.
It's not mafia. It's not mafia gangster.
It's not mafia. It's not
organized. Right.
It's just like gang violence.
Switchblades.
That's what Scorsese should do. Gangster music. If Scorsese does a gangster musical, it'd be crazy. Oh man.
Yeah, if Scorsese did a fucking gangster musical, it'd be crazy.
Casino was a musical, right?
Don't do that.
No, Casino wasn't a musical. No, Casino wasn't a musical.
Don't do that.
What's in there? Nah, it wasn't a musical.
That movie I definitely own.
Like there was a lot of them in the 80s. We had Grease, Popeye,
a lot.
Fiddler on the Roof. It was a bunch. It was a lot in the 80s.
Oh yeah, it was a lot.
Let me see. Yeah,
I think there was
Annie. Annie is one.
Yep, Annie. Yep, both
Cats.
Cats. Yeah.
Oliver Twist.
Yeah. Oliver Twist. Now Oliver was hard. I like Oliver. That's one of my favorites. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. I like Oliver Twist.
You had it's just if it's interesting, it can't be outright silly and make no sense. If it's interesting and it goes with a good flow, then yeah, that musical will definitely, be good.
Don't forget Hairspray. Hairspray. Don't forget Hairspray was a music.
Hairspray was
horrors.
Look, I just grabbed a stack of DVDs. This is a stack of DVDs off my stack.
Little shop of horrors. What was it? Rocky Horror Picture Show? The Rocky Horror Picture Show? That one?
Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yeah, that was another one.
Father Part 2 is the best Godfather, hands down.
Oh, yeah. Part 2 is crazy.
Casino, of
course.
We just talked, of course. A double feature, Goodfellas
Wait. Oh, you're talking gay. I thought you were saying it was. All right, cool. I'm good.
Nah, Goodfellas and Untouchable double feature. That shit was $4. That's what I'm talking about. But Goodfellas, I got like two favorite movies. Like my favorite movies is Gladiator and Goodfellas.
Okay.
Depending on my mood. But yeah, Donnie Brasco,
What about an American Gangster?
The Town.
With,
You get sent for. You get sent for.
You mean this? You mean this? You mean this? You mean this?
Yeah, I love that movie.
American Gangster, bro. Denzel Washington.
Yeah, that was cool. That was definitely cool.
He got sent for.
You know, what the American, he said, I guarantee that product. I guarantee it. The name says it all. I'm like, yo, this dude is crazy. Why?
Yeah.
Blue magic is blue magic. Is it green magic? No. Yo, he was
Yeah.
breaking it down.
Call it blue dog shit. Put a chokehold on it, motherfucker.
Remember he sat down and broke the whole Smoking Aces. That's my movie. He sat down and broke the whole thing. He said, "Look," he said, "that's a product. That's my brand, like Coca-Cola, like Pepsi, you know." And he said, "You are infringing on my rights." He's like,
You gotta have the
"Well, what
anniversary
difference
edition.
does it make?"
These words.
Scarface.
And this is highly slept on. You gotta fucking peep.
Oh,
The
the
Departed.
party. Yo,
The
the
party?
ending.
Yeah,
Super
good.
part,
Ridiculous,
Bro,
man.
the ending,
That
bro.
ending was
right,
bugging me
part of was
out.
hard.
Yeah,
That
bro.
bugged
Yeah.
me out. I was like, for a whole week, I was like, yo, why did he do it? Like, why? Why did he end it like that? That was just mad
Yeah,
random.
don't forget, what's his name? Rapping was a musical.
Yeah.
Rapping was a musical when you break it down.
Who?
What was?
Rapping. Remember the movie Rapping with Mario Van Peebles?
Oh yeah.
Nah.
Oh, wait. What about the one with Beyonce?
Yes, sir. Rapping was a musical. Yes, it was.
No,
Rapping
no.
was a musical. Yes, sir.
What about the
I
one
don't
with
know.
Cherry
I don't
Moon?
know. I don't know
What
that
about Under
movie.
the Cherry? What about Under the Cherry Moon?
Oh yeah.
Well,
yeah.
So
Prince is the
variety. Listen, guys. I don't want to get too far from the main source. We talking about the Joker, right? The Joker. You have it's not been officially confirmed about the plot. What it's about. We don't know that. We just know it's a musical, and that's the thing. Like that's what I mean. Like it could be a good musical. We have no idea what it's about. Like, and I'm not writing it off. It might be okay. It might be good. Todd Phillips is dope.
Mhm.
Your boy playing the Joker is dope. Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
I've seen Lady Gaga in one thing. She was in American Horror Story in the hotel
Yeah.
series.
You ain't check her no.
Played like a vampire. That's all I've really seen her in, I think.
Something superstar. Something. What Bradley Cooper? She was alright in that. She was
I don't
decent.
know. Is Zazie Beats from Atlanta is going to be in it. And then of course there's a couple of Oscar nominees: Catherine Keener from Being John Malkovich, Brendan Gleeson from I don't know some shit. Todd Phillips collaborated on the screenplay with Scott Silver. And Variety reported that the budget for the sequel is nearly $200 million. Which is a significant jump from the 60 million
From this, yeah.
the original movie was.
I think you know what? I think that's gonna hurt them.
It could.
You know what I'm saying? Because that indie vibe, that independent vibe is what made it what it was.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And the way the movie was just presented. Like it was its own thing. Like it was just standalone. It was its own thing. It didn't have a lot of like overproduction values with it.
It was almost like,
was
is
just
this
a
really
good
about
raw
the Joker
bones.
from Batman?
Yeah,
Like,
the Joker, right? Yeah,
I was like, is this the same Joker? Like, is this really
about the Joker? Yeah.
It was one of those things like.
But you can chop it up as being a Joker from another world. That's all.
I mean, if Bruce Wayne wasn't in the movie, if they didn't show Bruce Wayne in the movie, I would question it. But they showed Bruce Wayne. They showed Wayne Manor. We saw young Bruce Wayne. Like, so we know it's that DC universe. Like, we knew if you paid attention to the movie, but at first when the movie was coming out, and I'm talking about in the trailers and everything, and like kind of when it started, I was a little bit like, all right, are they tongue in cheek? Is it like, yeah, it's Joker, but it's like the Joker? Because there's been a movie. I'm trying to think of them. There's a movie that it's like that, but it's like it's not really that character. I'll think of it. But anyway, the first Joker movie, a Golden Lion winner at the Venice International Film Festival, grossed over $1 billion worldwide and led the Oscars with 11 nominations. So the first movie definitely hit the mark. And the early discussions, now are underway for a possible premiere at this year's Venice Film Festival again. And Joaquin Phoenix got the Best Actor award for art for the character's name, Arthur Fleck. Okay, that's new as far as I know. There's never been a Joker named Arthur Fleck in any comics.
Yeah.
But remember, this is another Earth, so that's how you got to look at it. So this might be Earth 300. It could be Earth 3000. It could be Earth 3 million. We don't know, but we know it's another Earth.
Like Nolan's Earth is different.
Yeah.
And
all of them. I mean, any movie has its own sort of universe, its own Earth. Like, in DC they call them Earths. In Marvel it would be universe. But the character Arthur Fleck is just a mentally ill party clown who makes his transformation into a Joker-like villain, a DC villain. And I even, once I saw Bruce Wayne, how young he was, and I looked at the age of how old Joaquin was, and I was like, well, he'd be like way older than Batman, and Joker's older than Batman, but not like that much older than Batman. And so I was like, man, maybe this is the guy that inspires the guy who becomes the Joker we know dealing with Batman, right? Like maybe this is it's a guy. He's a mentally ill party clown. He goes on a talk show. He shoots a guy. He starts a whole movement, and the young guy who becomes Joker that we know, he's part of that movement. Like he sees this guy, and he becomes, and maybe he becomes the Joker based on that. That's what I was thinking because of the age difference and how different he was. But they can do anything because this is called Elseworlds. This is not part of the DCU continuity, so they can do whatever they want.
Stuff is always dope to me.
I love it. You got the one where Kal-El comes to Gotham instead of Metropolis or Smallville, and becomes like a Batman character. It's some cool. Yeah, speeding bullets. Yeah,
speeding bullets.
Action figures, crazy. But it's Lady Gaga, she's in there. She's won 13 Grammys. Fucking huge, successful transition into Hollywood. Won an Oscar for co-writing the original song "Shallow" for Bradley Cooper's "Star Is Born," the remake in 2018.
Which was a remake of a remake of a remake.
Right.
That remake was Barbara Streisand, right? The original one, I believe.
The original was Barbara Streisand and my man, what is
Robert Redford. Robert Redford.
No.
I think. No.
It's the dude that played Whistler and Blade.
Oh yeah.
Chris Christopherson.
Yeah, Chris Christopherson.
Hell no. Well, Lady Gaga was nominated for Best Actress that year. She didn't get it, but which is only makes her one of only 4 individuals in history to receive acting and songwriting nominations simultaneously. So she definitely made history there. But I don't know shit about her music. I'm not gonna shit on it or trash it because I'm not a fan of that kind of music necessarily. But I don't know. I've never really heard it, so I can't say anything about it. But she's definitely fucking successful. So you can't take that from her.
She stays in her lane too. That's why I like it. She don't try to do all this other extra stuff.
She ain't gonna come out with a rap album or no bullshit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why,
I mean, I'm cool as long as she don't try to bust out. Like I'm an MC now with gold teeth and shit.
Well, yeah, she chilling with somebody named Ice Spice.
Word. Ice Spice. Oh my god. That's a whole nother. Oh my god. But that's the Czarface.
And what's your name was in that one too? Gary Busey. Gary Busey was in that one. The other stars. The
young Gary Busey.
Yeah. Crazy ass Gary Busey. Crazy ass.
Yeah, that joint is hard. They still in stock.
That's the box
might have
right
to get
there. Oh,
that.
you can buy one right
I
now.
might, yeah, I might have to get that.
You
$54.99.
can't front.
Damn, 54.99 Super 7. Come on, stop it.
50 Super
Man,
7 is always super high.
I know. I see. I'm just gonna. I just bite the bullet on that one, but bruh,
You come with 3
damn,
heads.
Super 7. Come on,
You got 3
stop.
heads. He got the missile hand. He got a missile. He got all these different hands. Damn, that rocket comes off. He got hands with spikes on them. He got clear hands. Yeah, he's pretty dope. He's pretty dope. His cape's got holes in it and shit. Looks like it's made
Oh,
out
he
of
got
cloth.
that Kirby molecule thing in his stomach, like the Kirby.
It's clear. Yeah, it's like kind of clear. I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be like clear red with black like bubbles inside. And then obviously the sort of chromish plastic. He's got the one with the mouth closed, one with the mouth open, and then this other one's got like looks like stars in his eyes, explosions or whatever that is, and then like a blue tongue instead of. But yeah, it's it's fucking Zarface, dog. I couldn't pass it up. Like this is too dope. Like there, oh look at that.
I wish
It's hip hop and comics.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
But I wish they
it
got
is.
the
It really is. It really is.
What you call it? MF Doom.
Yeah.
That would
I'm
2-pack.
I'm waiting for the MF Doom figure. That's next. Yeah.
I mean, I know Marvel got to get a piece of it, but still.
It's Ultimates series. It's Ultimates. What you call Super 7.
Okay.
Super 7. Yeah.
Yeah, that MF Doom would be sick. Have 2 versions.
Mm-hmm.
One where he's like the investigator, and the other one where he's like, like with the microphone and stuff. But with the mask and stuff, the villain, like him in what you call it album.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, what app is that, or what website?
Entertainment Earth. Man, why won't it search for nothing? That's weird.
So are those all the toys in existence, or is that just most of them?
What do you mean?
Can you find anyone on there?
Any it's just one website. There's Big Bad Toy Store. There's all kinds of toy stores.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a website that sells toys. It don't have every single toy known to man. No.
50 clams. Slave. Word. You see, they got my 50 clams, eh?
Is that Doom right there?
It's Dr. Doom. I was trying to see
Doom
if they had
Dr. Doom and Akuma. MF
yeah,
Doom?
that's peak.
Yeah, that looks crazy.
Hold up. Yeah, that's
Doom
hard.
and Akuma.
Oh, Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Marvel vs. Capcom
3.
Yeah.
No, you had to Google it. You had to go on. You had to go on Google.
$650.
$650. How big is it?
Oh,
it looks pretty big.
21 inches tall.
Whoa.
Doom is
That's pretty
21.
tall. Yeah,
Akuma is 19. It's about like that.
Okay. Yeah, that's I can see that.
It's
sculpted.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't think it's okay quality, but look at the face of Doom. I don't know. It's not super good.
The only thing is that
I don't like
the face. Probably
Akuma
alright.
is dope.
The hood.
The Akuma looks dope.
Doom.
Wait, what'd you say, Draw Talk?
It just looked like the hood of Doom is like hair.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Akuma look tight. But Doom,
dude,
you gotta give me a different head. You give me a different head scope. Yeah, you give me a different head scope for Doom. I'm good.
The hair, lay the hood a little bit without. You can take 2 of those folds,
wrinkles and shit. Yeah.
Take 2 of them out. And
I like how Akuma's beads look like real shiny. They're probably like cat's eye, tiger eye beads.
Nice.
So that would be real dope.
That's hard.
That would be
dope.
Yeah, that's hard.
Wow, legendary, lethal.
Mm-hmm.
I beat my sons up with that character all the time. they get mad. Why you gotta get a Kuma?
Yeah.
You gotta be like, 'cause that's how it goes down, son.
What was that, Piccolo?
For Street Fighter, for
No.
everything.
Oh yeah, yellow Piccolo.
Oh,
Orange
okay.
Piccolo. One left. One left. $26.
That ain't bad.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
That's real dope.
Hey, can you? I mean, bro, since you have it up, could you do Worf? Worf, the Blue Lantern.
Blue Lantern.
Yeah, his name is Worf. He's an elephant. Blue Lantern.
Warp or Wharf?
Worf. W-R-A-T-H.
Worth.
W-R-A-T-H. Wraith?
Warth.
Wrath?
Wraith.
That's
Worf.
Wrath.
Warth.
That's Wrath. W-R-T-H is Wrath.
Wrath. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold
Or
on, let me
Wrath.
make sure.
Wrath. Wrath. Like God's wrath.
Yeah, like
God's wrath. The wrath of vengeance.
The
Wrath of the Black Manta. Ooh, Wrath of the Black Manta. Anyway.
W-A-R-T-H.
W-A-R-T-H? Worth? Okay.
Warth.
So it is worth.
Worth $1 million.
Nah, they don't have no worths. No
You
worth.
just had to Google that.
Yeah,
Bro,
they
if you
don't
see
have-
the figure, if you
it might
see
be on Etsy.
the
You probably
figure,
go on Etsy and get it.
but
Yo,
bro, you
why
gotta
does
see
this
the figure.
dude look like he's taking a bad high school picture?
Bro, he's so happy, bro. Why is he so fucking happy? It looks like he's happy. And then Timon and Pumbaa over here.
Yeah.
Fucking Timon and Pumbaa. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna have to paint his face. Like that goofy ass grin has to go. And you know what's fucked up? That grin, it's one of the guys that made sorry guys, but one of the guys that made the figure, like one of the designers, used his actual teeth. His actual teeth, what you call it? Like image, like a graphic image of his teeth, and put him in there. And yeah. He was all proud, like showing what's his name? Lenny. I guess Lenny told the story.
Like he's taking a real high school photo or something.
I think the eyebrows fuck it up. Like, if he had angry eyebrows or angry eyes, it would be fine. His eyes are just too.
You look like the gym teacher.
Fucking
Straight gym teacher vibe.
He looked like a gym teacher. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like he looked like I don't know. like
And
he
he
taking a
talks that-
selfie with the animals. Like he on safari taking a selfie with the
Like,
animals.
hey,
That's what it looks
hey, line up for lunch.
like.
lunch. But yeah,
Cool.
I mean, I
Cool,
can't
Mike.
wait to get. I can't wait to get him. I'm not even going to front though. I've not seen a single like Dreadnought that I haven't loved. That the classified's done. So I'm super excited to get this. But I just thought it was real funny.
I only want
he
the original
normally-
for him, man.
The original, oh yeah. Well, this guy he came with, the warthog in the original toy because I remember buying the original Naugahyde and he came with the little one
Yeah,
board.
he did.
Mhm.
Yes, he
I
did.
got
They add this monkey with the eye patch for some reason, and it just gives me Timon and Pumbaa vibes because the warthog doesn't look very mean or anything, and then he's got this just regular happy like gym teacher face, man. It's just
Yeah.
he's
I
carrying the same sniper rifle as Lowlight.
Yeah.
Same case and everything, identical.
And then
But he's got his own bow.
and the bow is that of the other dude
Who?
with the dreads.
Who?
Oh, I don't have him. That's why I didn't know that. Yeah, I don't have him because he's a made up character. He's a made up character. I don't buy.
Yeah.
I don't buy the made up ones. I mean, made up ones. I don't buy. I'm only buying. Shadow Tracker. Yeah. He kind of looks like Predator. He's a dope looking character. It's just I can't afford to buy every character they come up with. I can only buy the ones that are nostalgic to ones that I had as a kid. That's it. That's the only reason I'm buying the line. That's the reason I'm buying them for nostalgia. I'm buying them because they remind me of the toys I had when I was a kid. So why would I buy characters or figures that they didn't have when I was a kid? Like Copperhead. I loved Copperhead. Like I remember just liking that character, that figure. And so when I found out they were making a Copperhead, oh shit, yeah, gotta get that one.
Yeah.
Like Shockwave, really cool looking figure. Always was a cool looking dude. Had the ski mask and the hat. Had to get him. But when they make up characters, I ain't rich enough.
That is crazy that they reuse the only thing that's oh shit. Sorry.
I think the sword is his.
Yeah, the sword is his, the one, the wrist gauntlet sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his original.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's it. And then of course, his hat, his animals. But I don't know, they're charging $44. He's like $20 more than a regular figure. And it's only because they're charging you $20. Well, they're charging you $20 for the boar and the monkey. You take away the boar and the monkey, and he's just a regular figure.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's $20 worth of animals right there, bro.
I don't think so. I don't think that animal's worth the same as because a figure's $25. So you're telling me this animal's damn near worth a figure? No, I don't think so. I think it should be maybe $10. Maybe that I could deal with. $10 for the animals.
$30, yeah. 30. If he was $30, that'd be, but yeah. But
Yeah.
$40.
My only
45
vest on the monkey.
He's 45. Well, you want him to put a vest on the monkey?
Patch. So yeah, the monkey got an eye patch.
You already got an eye patch, yeah.
Because I mean, like the monkey in The Hangover.
Yeah.
Vest.
Yeah. Yeah. They do be wearing vests. Them little capuchin monkeys.
Yeah.
Oregon grinder monkeys at the fair. Will come up and get the quarter from me.
Yeah.
Their little
like
vest.
The one in Indiana Jones.
And all sorts of things. Muling, all that craziness.
Yeah, man, it's good shit. But Czarface is on the way. I will definitely show y'all when it comes. The Joker 2, looking to be cool. Gonna be a musical. Gonna be weird. Gonna be Todd Phillips. Gonna be Joaquin Phoenix. Gonna be Elseworlds. Could be really good. Could be trash. But who knows?
Maybe that musical is the perspective of the Joker. Like he sees the world in a musical of his madness and macabre.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh no, bro. Maybe he took some drugs. And he just he tripping. He tripping right now. He just tripping, and everything just is musical to him.
Yeah, right.
I mean, yeah. Whatever they come up with, whatever reason, I'm sure it'll be good. I don't see it sucking. It's not gonna suck. It's just gonna. But some people might be completely turned off by the musical part. They have to know that. They have to know that musical aspect is going to just completely shut some people down. But they clearly know that and they don't care. So,
and although the Marvels was okay, you know what I'm saying, with their musical little number they had, I got more respect for a studio that says we're doing it outright. We're not gonna surprise you with anything, and we're not gonna just interject something that doesn't make sense in the whole scheme of things. But I respect it that they say, "Yo, we're gonna do a musical. We're gonna make it dope." Yeah.
I mean, I can't shit on it preemptively because there has been musicals that I've liked. I mean, Sweeney Todd is pretty dope. Like,
we forgot about Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, I fuck with Sweeney Todd. Like that's a cool ass.
Yeah. Can we add Edward Scissorhands or no?
No, that's not a musical.
No, that's not a musical.
It's dope. I fuck with it. I love it. It's not a musical.
Yeah,
but the comics for Batman has a new logo coming out now for the 85th anniversary. DC's created a new logo for the Batman comic books appearing on the issues starting next week. But I don't know, will they still be doing it in 10 years? But the DC Comics had unveiled the new logo for the Dark Knight's 85th anniversary in Detective Comics. Special discounts for like retailers on 175 key Batman titles to fill new Batman standees. Batman could sort of enter the new public domain in 10 years, right? Where it's free, it's public domain. And so a milestone reached by other classics have gotten to that. And keep in mind, when something's public domain, like if Superman's public domain or Batman's public domain, it's not any fucking iteration of Batman. It's the first one.
Yeah.
That first Batman. Only that costume, only that character is public domain. You can't just use any Batman. So that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah.
Don't run out there and get
was
screwed.
dope too. That first appearance.
Yeah.
Was dope too. I like that joint.
They got an action figure. You got purple gloves. He's an
yeah.
action figure. Yeah.
What
happened?
you got from
Yeah, I
DC
pre-ordered that action figure.
Direct one was
I pre-ordered
dope,
that
too.
action figure. I
Wait,
pre-ordered
what?
the first Batman. It comes with a cloth cape and everything.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Raw Talk though?
Should be here soon.
The DC Direct version. Remember that one that came out? Like the first appearances? That one was a great figure. Because it really looked just like the spitting image of that comic, that first appearance comic.
Speaking of fucking DC, what was it called? What's it? DC what?
DC Direct.
DC Direct. Speaking of DC Direct, Black Heroes Club, please break out that fucking static right now. He's already got it on deck. Look at that.
Yeah.
I need one of these, bro. I need one of these. You gotta, yeah, bro.
You gotta get a frame.
Turn it upside down, bro.
Oh, it's
Turn
upside
it,
down.
yeah, there you go. But yeah, look at that. Look at it's the static. It's the figure of
can do this.
Huh?
What?
Thank
What,
you,
this?
man. Thank you. Like, think about it. Like, wait, are you doing it?
Oh yeah. I always do.
Right.
I always do that.
With static and with this comic, how many people can do it?
Yeah, I always do that. Like I always.
True, not too many.
That's one of my Raw Talk. No, that's one of my things I do.
Oh, that's what's up, yo.
But that, yeah. Can you show us a close up of the figure? Like, try to get it. Look at that. I need one because that's the original static, like with the ball cap. Like
Bro,
that's
thank you, bro. Thank you.
Because they got a new one. They got a new version of the new static, and I was like, "Oh, it's pretty cool." But it's like, it's the new one. I want the original.
Yeah.
So the board, for some reason, the board doesn't fit. So I put Frozone on the board, right?
Oh shit!
And then you got your blue lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just added it the Frozone, but it's supposed to sit
That's
on
dope
top.
with Frozone on there like that.
I think it's the opposite foot that you put it on instead of the leading foot. I think it's the opposite. I think because I had them on there.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it's supposed to fit on top. Yeah, I got my phone, but it's supposed to fit on top, right? So you got the electricity. And my brother, check it out. So again, thank you. So I made a post, right? And somebody hit me up, and they had it, right? And they said we got gypped.
Oh.
In the ad placement, we were supposed to get the yellow raincoat, extra hands, extra lightning, and there was something else that actually came with it.
Yeah. I remember.
But this is so dope, bro. Thank you so much because like I say, man, like this is dope.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna be dropping some serious mystery deliveries this upcoming week because I've been slacking in my mail duties.
What you mean?
What is that, Black Heroes?
Huh?
What do you mean?
Some action figures I gotta send out to some
Slacking in your mail duties. I got you.
Yeah.
Who is that? Is that who is that?
Terrific.
Oh, yeah, hold up. I got the comic
From DC 52, I think, or New 52, I think.
Yeah, I think it's New 52.
Yeah, but he's got the old jacket. He's got the original jacket.
Yeah, that's the original. Yeah,
and the new. So in the New 52, right?
Right.
He doesn't have the jacket.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, how Reno does like this, like bro, this is so dope, man.
Yeah.
This is so dope, bro.
Yeah.
It is.
Listen,
fellas, I gotta break out, but that is dope.
All right.
Dope.
Peace,
I ain't never seen a Mr. Terrific. I ain't never seen him in. I look for like those. Is that a DC? Is that a DC director or a multiverse?
DC Direct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair, Mr. Terrific on the back.
Is it really? I thought.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's nice. I thought that was a multiverse.
He's
No,
got the
not
fair play
that.
joint on his
I don't
jacket.
think
That's
the
that's
multiverse.
hard.
I'm getting this
Yeah,
jacket,
that's
bro.
real hard.
Huh.
I'm getting
That's
this
real
jacket.
hard.
That's a dope jacket. I
I
know
wish I
Static.
could get that jacket. I
Yeah,
wish I
yeah.
could get that jacket. I would. Yeah, that's hard.
Do they have one, Black Heroes, that you found?
No, I can have one made.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you
I
could
can have one
definitely.
made.
You
You
could
would just
definitely.
need a varsity jacket and have this black, have this white, and then have
Yeah.
somebody embroider the fair play.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put Mr. Terrific. I'll put Christian. That's my last name, so I'll put
Mm.
Christian on the back and then fair play.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's-
I would
I'm
definitely.
putting
do
terrific.
that.
I'm putting terrific on the back of that joint. I'm
Huh.
keeping
Mr.
it. I'm
Terrific
keeping it
on
all the
that
way
bitch.
DC. I'm keeping it all.
But I
Wait,
hear
D-
McFarlane's
put
supposed
that
to be
whatever way
dropping
you want.
Mr. Terrific out the blue soon. I hear
Say what?
he's trying to drop a
I hope
Mr.
so.
Terrific and a
I hope so.
Static.
Well, who you mean? Who you talking
Yeah,
about?
we
James
need
Gunn?
it. We need it.
I'm talking about Todd
We need it.
McFarlane.
Oh,
I gotta,
Peace, fellas.
I gotta. Peace. Sorry, I gotta
Alright.
send you the
All
interview.
right,
Right?
Stu Dog. Damn.
Yeah.
My bad, Black Heroes. What'd you say?
No, it's I gotta send you the interview because that Static, bro, they didn't do a good job, man. That old Static with the yellow and his hair like that,
Yeah.
they didn't sell a lot of those figures, man. I don't
Nah.
think they're gonna do another one, man.
Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't super impressed by it. I passed on it.
What? That's Black Lightning. That's not Static though.
No, we're talking about
No, I'm talking about Static. The one with the
Oh,
yellow,
the red?
the new, yeah, with the dread, the new
Oh,
one.
okay. Yeah.
bro. I'm not sure if I should open it, bro.
Blue. What's his name? Yeah, Blue. I was gonna get that one.
Black Lightning.
Yeah, Black
Yeah,
Lightning.
I like that one.
I want the 70s one, honestly, though, the early 80s, late 70s.
I've been looking, bro. I've been looking.
Mm.
$119 is the cheapest, the most affordable one I found.
Okay.
But that's not bad, bro. It's really not that bad.
No, it's not bad for that type of figure.
All right, so this is the new Batman logo. Batman 85 years. That's the new logo that you will see on the bottom of these new Batman standees for the occasion.
Oh, okay.
Hang on real
A
quick.
mixture of the and future.
Yeah, it says with discounts for retailers on 175 key Batman titles, which will keep it filled. Retailers who order at least 30 copies total of this list of 175 titles available for an additional 10% off will receive one free Batman standee. These titles will be additionally retailers can order a standee separate from the sale for $75. So you can order one of these for $75, but there it is. It's the standee. I would fucking buy this for my room, bro, and put my Batman comics in it. That'd be so dope.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Ooh, put my DC multiverse, my Batman figures standing up in that bitch. A shelf.
There you go.
See, I wonder if I guess you may have to be a retailer to buy one. I'm sure, but for $75, I'd fucking buy one.
Hell yeah. What? Let me see. I'm gonna see if my local comic shop can do that, because they do that.
It says, additionally, these retailers can order the standee separate from the promotion for $75. Now they'll get one.
Nice.
Yeah. I guess they get a free one if they buy all the comics and shit, but they don't have to do all that if they just want to buy one. Yeah, ask them, dog, because I'll fucking.
I'm gonna ask them to order it.
Order one, yeah,
3 or something like that, and give them the money. And I mean, hey, because that's your comic shop. You're just like, hey, yo, can you order this for me? Like, well, I know the family, so I'll do that.
Yeah, like just give them the money. Just give them the money here.
That because my days be full with craziness.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I ask them most definitely. They would do it for me.
Yeah, it says, but our DC Comics a little late with this. After all, the news that the Steamboat Willie version of Mickey Mouse has gone into public domain, along with Winnie the Pooh, Big Brother, and next year Popeye, brought into sharp relief that Batman will be joining them in 10 years on his 95th birthday. As a result, might this be a more accurate new logo that DC Comics should really consider? Batman 10 years left. No.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, but no, like I said, it's not fucking. But these are all the titles. These are all the 175 titles. I think that have Batman in them. But yeah, that's the new logo anyway.
Okay.
Yo, Black Heroes, weren't you gonna show us some? Oh, he took off.
Yeah.
I thought
You
you.
took-
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. At that, the standee and that logo, it's understandable. They only got 10 years left with it on some Busta Rhyme shit. Only 10 years left.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey,
I want that
and
1970.
for that character, you know.
What did you say, Black Heroes?
My bad. Bro, I found the retro one, not the original one, but I found a retro one that they're coming out with for the DC. Remember when they came out with the book, The History of DC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did a Black Lightning tribute action figure, and I think that one's on sale.
Oh,
Okay.
I have that book. I caught that omnibus. Well, it's not an omnibus; it's just a hardcover giving you the history of all the black heroes in DC.
Oh yeah.
I
The Black
caught
Hero.
that for Lolo because Barnes and Noble's next to me was closing, so I caught them real lovely. 70, I think 70 to 80% off
Nice.
retail. Yeah.
Nice. Well, y'all, it's that part in our show where we are going to switch gears a little bit because, yes, it is time to go full X-Men right now because X-Men 97 it's crazy. It's crazy. It came out and it's been phenomenal. In my opinion, it's so far, and we're gonna talk about because it could fuck up, but right now it's everything that I hoped it would be. It's more than I expected it to be. Better in some ways. Some of the cool animations and the way I love how they got Cyclops using its beam to fucking move around, like using the beam to shoot himself back. Like that's cool. Using the beam to maneuver. That's something cool and new. But the newest animated show that Marvel has is X-Men 97. Just hit Disney Plus. It's the continuation of the beloved 90s Saturday morning cartoon X-Men the Animated Series. And it has more than impressed the longtime fans with its storytelling and slick animation style. But X-Men 97 has like broken fucking records on what you call it on Rotten Tomatoes and shit like that. I mean, people just fuck with it. And this, I mean, Cyclops is dope. I even fuck with Cyclops, which was not really my guy. But X-Men 97 has hit the jackpot with the review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, earning a perfect score of 100%. It is the highest percentage on the tomato meter. We consider shit like, oh, that shit was like 98 on Rotten Tomatoes. Like, that's crazy. 98, 99 was crazy. 100 is crazy. It's made history. If you value that kind of shit, I don't really give a fuck about Rotten Tomatoes, but I just think it's interesting to point out. A lot of these movies, like Black Panther 96%, Iron Man 94%, Avengers Endgame 94%. Guardians of the Galaxy 94%, Ragnarok 93%, Spider-Man No Way Home 93%, Guardians 1 92%, Spider-Man Homecoming 92%, WandaVision Hawkeye 92%, Avengers 91%, Captain America 91%. Marvel's definitely gotten some low Rotten Tomatoes scores in recent years. Obviously, the bottom three are Secret Invasion with 53%, Eternals with 47%, and basically Phase 5 opener Ant-Man Wasp Quantumania 46%. But X-Men knocking out of the park 100% is crazy. Their most successful show, period, that Marvel's done in a while. And movie going is a subjective nature, subjective experience by nature. The audience members would remember to see a film for themselves and form their own opinions rather than just running headfirst into the bandwagon of whatever the critics said. But this pertains to the world of Marvel, as well as a whole. There's a sizable contingent of the MCU fan base who loved Eternals and Quantumania. I don't get it, but there are. And still, it's likely that some individuals took a quick glance at Rotten Tomatoes and saw that those movies were labeled trash and just wrote them off without even watching them. And I think the fun of watching movies is just neutralized when you let someone else make the decision or the opinion for you.
Right.
Why don't you watch it and see what you think? Fuck what other people think. Because I've loved movies that people hated and vice versa. I hated movies that everybody loved.
Marvels.
Yeah. Who had a super high score on Rotten Tomatoes, like 98%. But for X-Men 97, though, the animated streaming program is definitely turning heads. It's definitely making people fucking recognize and look up and be like, whoa, this is like good again. Like, the series is definitely a respectful follow-up to the cartoon that, basically put mutants on the map, mainstream map in the 90s. And most people today, like most, of our generation that are mutant fans or X-Men fans, grew up on that show. And that turned a lot of people onto X-Men comics. And me, for one, I was into Spider-Man and Spawn and shit like that when I was like 12. This show is what made me go fuck with X-Men, who is now what's now my favorite thing about Marvel. So, X-Men 97 is definitely engaging with the visuals, and it makes it clear that a ton of love went into this project. Whoever made this show loved it, and you can tell they really dug it. Like, I can see when a lot of Disney Plus programs, especially Star Wars and other bullshit, I can tell when they don't give a fuck about it, when the creators don't care about the franchise or weren't fans of it. It shows. In this show, it shows that they loved it. You can tell. The characters are pitch perfect compared to their originals. And it's always been the case that with the X-Men, the show stands to highlight real life situations, bigotry, hatred, oppression, marginalized groups, and things like that. And although they do it through the lens of Marvel characters, superheroes, the mutants, and they just put the mutants on top of whatever subject. And the emphasis on which that spotlight is shown in X-Men 97 has definitely given it some brownie points, and people who's feel left out and behind. And I think all these factors and many more contribute to the success and the status and how everybody loves it. And that's what it's supposed to do. X-Men has always been quote unquote woke. It's always been socially conscious. It's always been about civil rights, and we can only hope that the rest of the season keeps up the momentum. The one thing that I will say, though, the original show wasn't only about social issues. Every episode was not about humans hating mutants. And I hope this show does not fall into that trap where every episode is about that. Every episode is some allegory for, whatever issue, because while that stuff is definitely a huge part of the X-Men and its core and is very important to have, the original animated series, which I've been rewatching recently, is the majority just action adventure sci-fi, nothing related to social issues, just them fighting bad guys in space and shit. Like it's totally so I just hope that we get a lot of episodes that are just about superhero shit, because that's how the original show was. The original show was great because it took directly from the comics, and it was, really, it gave a whole variety of shit. It gave you the subjects that were important, and it also gave you entertainment, and it just hit everything. It just hit all the boxes. And so I hope this new show, being made by the people making it nowadays, doesn't fall into that easily falling. It's a trap that could easily fall into, where it just sort of gets stuck in just every episode is about some social justice thing, and that will hurt it in the long run. That will hurt it. So I hope that don't happen. But so far so good, man. So far it's fucking amazing. You have Magneto is now the leader of the X-Men. Professor Xavier's died in the previous series, and this show starts off with the news that Xavier's died, and basically, the team's dealing with it, and Cyclops just sort of takes the leadership role and assumes that he'll be handling things from now on. And they pop up one day, and Magneto's in the fucking office talking about he's running shit now, and they're like, what? And he basically hands them Xavier's will and testament, and Xavier left everything to Magnus. I guess
that one scene where he showed his true power, bro, that was so dope.
Oh man,
bro, it was dope.
Hell yeah. What was your favorite part about that scene?
All right, so I just saw the scene. I haven't got caught up, so like I have to catch up. Mm-hmm. But he's at the courthouse, and Storm takes the bullet for him, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, And this is the part where you're thinking that Magneto is gonna snap and go back to the old Magneto, as
right.
Oh, am I telling too much?
No. I'm agreeing. No, please. This is a full spoiler breakdown, y'all. We're talking about all the details. This is when he's in the chamber. It's the trial of Magneto. It's a big part of the comics. It's the costume is from the trial of Magneto comics. That's where it comes from. This is more of them just pulling from the comics. I fucking love it. He's at the trial. Storm has taken the bullet for him, lost her mutant powers because the character Executioner shoots her with the mutant killing gun, and she jumps in front of the bullet because he was shooting for Magneto. And instead of Magneto going, Magneto, go ahead and finish telling the story, Black.
Well, he does go Magneto. I mean, like technically he does go back Magneto. He's able to like form a barrier around himself and like pull the Congress up with them. And he's like, I gotta quote that correctly because he's like,
he carries him up to the stratosphere.
Yeah, he's like, I can destroy you with a single snap of my finger.
Yeah,
but I won't because I'm a changed man, bro.
And the speech is just dope.
What? That's why I gotta quote it. Like that's why, because when I listened to it, I was like, man, those are quotes.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, he drops jewels, bro. It's so good, dude. Yes, I'm glad you brought that part up. Because one of the best scenes in that episode for sure. I just love the character Magneto. I love the guy. I love the voice actor. That's another great thing about this show. The voice actors are so iconic, have really sort of stuck in our minds as the voices of these characters. Most of us hear these voices when we read the comics. That's how iconic these actors are to these characters. The Magneto voice actor, for one, is just off the chain. But we all know the backstory of Eric Magnus Lyncher, aka Magneto, has been depicted in a lot of different ways over the years. The first appearance in the X-Men #1 was one way, and then Ian McKellen's and Michael Fassbender's live action portrayals are two different, yet still two different ways. And with as many of its story arcs and X-Men the animated series stuck closely to the comics, and that for its depiction of Magneto and everything, its stories, it's set up an interesting arc for the character in this new show. And like I said, as long as I said this many times, as long as this show pulls from the comics for its stories, that's all I care about. That's all it needs to do to be good to me, is take the stories from the comics, because that's to me what made the first show good. Is they weren't just, because like every X-Men, there's a ton of X-Men cartoons out there, a ton of a lot of them are, they're just like, they make up new stories for the show. This episode's about fucking, let's throw a dart at the wall, this happens. It's like, all right, you're just using these characters for the sake of doing a cartoon, and it's the same old bullshit stories and bullshit you see in every. Not interested, bro. What made X-Men the animated series so crazy was that those stories were from the comic books, and they're written by comic writers, not cartoon writers. So that's what made them deep and made them dope. And this new series so far has definitely stuck to that, and is definitely has definitely satisfied that, in my opinion, so far. But Magneto's backstory in the original series, you have there's a lot of core elements from Magneto's characterization in the comics, and that X-Men and his animated series adopted, right? So the two key elements you have are the events in which like he experiences the Holocaust, and then his friendship with Xavier. His origin story is obviously the tragic, the beginning when his Jewish family is taken captive and killed by the Nazis in World War II, and he's a survivor of this, in the Holocaust, basically. And Eric sort of begins working at a hospital where he meets Charles, a young Charles Xavier, and the remaining Nazi soldiers attack the hospital, and the two of them use their powers to save the patients, and but Eric's past experiences make him want to murder the Nazis, right? He wants to go too far, and Charles sort of with compassion sort of urges him to spare their life. And this was the beginning of the rift between the two. He's like, what do you mean spare their life? They're fucking Nazis, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Like, do you know what they've done to people? Like what they've done to my people, to my mother, to my father? Like, what are you talking? Like, he had no understanding for that, and understandably so. And years later, Magneto reappears in his full supervillain form in season 1, episode 3, X-Men the Animated Series, where his new mission was clear: a mutant power and preservation at the expense of humans. Like, he's not, we need to have our own nation separate from humans. No, he's like, we need to wipe these fucking disgusting creatures out. Like, we're the new evolution. Fuck humans. We're taking it. Let's just knock them out. They're never going to accept us. They're never going to let us fucking live. There's no living with them. There's no living separate from them. They just got to go. Right. That's what he's on. Right. At first. And so he begins like trading blows between Magneto and Professor X, and his X-Men, sort of go at it. And Magneto's a straight, bane in their existence. And at points during the, the whole 5-season run, Magneto does ally himself with the mutants to defeat certain mutual enemies, like the Sentinels, the humans, Mr. Sinister, shit like that. And at other times, he attempts to recruit, the more like fringe mutants to his cause, right? Like his evil brotherhood of evil mutants and shit like that, right? Those iconic bad mutants. And also members of the X-Men do come over to his cause at certain points, and in the last episodes of the series, we see Magneto with an army of rebellious mutants at his side, ready to go to war. But after learning of Professor Xavier going down, he sort of halted his efforts, out of respect, and to say goodbye to his old friend, and that's how that ended up. But those origins from the original show carry over to this new show, and with Charles Xavier now out of the picture in X-Men 97, as far as he sees the doors like wide open for Magneto to take a larger role in everything, and now he's got the finances of Charles Xavier, and he does stuff right away with those finances. You had the Morlocks, right? The mutants that were so like hideously mutated that they couldn't just live in normal society because humans would never, deal with them and shit. And so they would live in the sewers underground. And he basically was like, well, why don't we take all this money we got and fucking move them to Genosha where they can live, right? And just live out. They don't have to fucking live in the sewer. Like, why didn't Professor X do this? Like, well, he's like, well, that's what I'm doing. And he does that. So I fuck with Magneto, dog. Magneto is my guy. Like, straight up, he's my guy. He's the anti-hero. He's not your basic, hero, but he's also, in my opinion, not a villain in any sense of the word. He might be extreme and radical, but his ideals, man, I can't fucking say I fucking disagree with. And basically, his past transgressions do come back to haunt him in this new series. X-Men 97 sort of adopts a similar storyline to the Uncanny X-Men number 200 comic, which sees the UN Commission of the Superhuman Activities call on the mutant Magneto to stand trial for his crimes. Is the trial of Magneto, and he stands before a human panel of judges, and he basically has a callback to his origins, and basically said, he said, as a boy, my people's homes were burned to ash because we dared to call God by another name. Then my people hunted me with those who once hunted them. I was a freak, born a mutant, an abomination to their misnamed gods. And an old version of Magneto would have seen that, the character, you would have seen him like take ownership of the X-Men and just lead them into war against the humans and like just use everything to see his means come to an end, right? Like to further his cause. But he doesn't do that. Like Black Heroes Club was saying, like what he does is he respects Charles's wishes, right? Like Professor X gives him everything in hopes that giving him everything is going to make him come to the light and see the reality and like understand everything and like do right, like force him to do right kind of thing. And it does, right? It does. It does.
But there's also a shift of balance.
Yes.
Sorry for that, but like there's a shift of balance. Xavier was the person of good. Magneto on the force of not good. It wasn't good versus bad. It was kind of a different phrase. You have, Martin Luther King and Malcolm X.
Right.
You got Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, and
right.
Like now that Martin's gone, Malcolm X stands up and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna honor my brother's legacy the way that he wanted to, but at the same time adding my own little, we're not gonna just sit here and take it. We're gonna fight back, but we're gonna do it respectfully.
Right.
Just dope, bro. Wow, and it ties in. Sixth element of hip hop. Wow, bro. It ties in.
Oh yeah. Dog, that shit is that's why I named this sixth element hip hop. It ties in so much to everything. But the question is definitely whether Magneto can continue to walk this new path and maintain Professor X's legacy when the humans are gonna do some fucked up shit. We already know, right? We know they're gonna do some really twisted, really nasty, fucked up shit that the colonists always do. We know it. And that's just in their fucking blood, right? We know what's gonna happen. It's in their nature. It's nothing that we can do about it. And is that going to make Magneto fuck this dog? Like you know what I mean? Like, is he gonna just like lose it and just be like fuck it and just go ham? Just go straight. Go back to his old ways. We don't know. Like that's what remains to be seen. I kind of hoped that somehow Professor X would come back to the show somehow. Maybe he didn't die. Maybe he's maybe Lilandra somehow gets him back.
It would be interesting to see Xavier inside the mind of Magneto. Before he passed on, he was able to use his self-conscience and put it in Magneto. And
Right.
like now Magneto's sitting there going back and forth with Charles, like, we got to do something. Oh no, be patient. We got to do something. But that would be dope to see. That would be interesting to see.
Definitely.
I like that one, man. I got to get a Magneto. I want the one with the helmet though.
Yeah, I got 2 of those. I got the one from the animated series. That's Magneto from the animated series right here.
Yeah, that's dope, bro.
He's
I
got
love that one.
He's got like black paint in his eyes, which I really would love it if it would focus.
But like you said, you just restarted your collection, huh?
Restarted it?
Like you said, like it's been only what? How many years?
Oh, since I've been collecting figures since like
Yeah.
2019.
Yeah, so 2019, 2021.
Like 4 years, I guess.
Yeah, but you did it, bro. Like that's amazing, man.
Oh yeah, I got yeah, it would seem I've been doing this a lot longer based on the amount that I have. I don't know, it's not going to focus, but anyway, this is the Age of Apocalypse Magneto. He's got the long hair.
I like that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I really do dig this one. Had to get it just because it's unique.
Look, I love that hairstyle. My boy King Grayskull has the same hairstyle.
Oh shit, that's fucking He-Man's like grandfather, right?
King Grayskull? Yeah, I think he's the first He-Man.
Yeah.
He comes with the cape.
But that's the thing, they're saying He-Man is like mixed, or he's got like, he's
Bro,
like his grandfather's black or something.
I haven't seen the new Netflix one. This is from the new Netflix show.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like the same braids, man.
Yeah.
This is for the. I'll give it a watch. I'm gonna go watch it.
It's good.
But, see, I gotta watch X-Men, and then I gotta watch what else I have to watch? I have to watch. Man, I got a lot to watch. That I need to make a list. Yeah, we got a lot to watch, man. That's nice. You drew that? Oh no! Wait! That's a pig. Okay, all right. That's dope. Yeah, that's dope, bro. I like that one, man. I like the color. That color, like that black and blue is awesome on it, man. Yeah, it is a good Magneto. Is that Wildcat? Oh, that's Wolverine before the what's it called? For the Void?
The Brood.
The Brood.
Yeah, that's The Brood. But yeah, shout out to Casual Toy Collector. Good looking out for the tip. Getting it to focus. Appreciate that. That'll work. But yeah, it's episode 1 and 2 are now streaming. You can watch them on Disney Plus or whatever you like to watch it. You know, I know a couple websites where it's on, so you know, it's out. Episode 3 will be out Wednesday, I think, and then you know every Wednesday it drops a new one. And yeah, so far it's been dope, man. I give you sort of the rundown on everything. There's a few new like what do you call it, like not powers but not new abilities, just the way they do certain shit is cool. They've got a new way that like Cyclops uses his beams. Just you know, cool way that they do stuff. You know, they definitely, you know, got a superpower that sort of makes him more interesting than his film counterpart. You know, continuing from where the old show left off. It's still, you know, it's still comic accurate, you know, and all of that, but the way
Storm intro, intro, bro.
Yeah, the way Storm came in, but the way Cyclops comes in and uses his beam to like move around, to maneuver, like she blasts the ground and it pushes him back, and he does that like on purpose to push himself back really fast, and then you see him sort of do it like to maneuver around. He's like using the beam to blast himself all over the place, and that's a new way that we've not seen Cyclops use his beams on any movies, shows, or anything. And you know, to sort of you know, the way he does that, using his beam is not, you know, it's a good illustration of that his beam is not a heat ray or some sort of laser or some, you know, fire or something like that. It shows that it's a concussive, forceful, you know, blast that has like substance, right? It hits you. It's concussive. It's not incendiary. You know, and that's cool that they keep to that, you know.
Hey, they're asking about Rogue's cakes. How were they?
Her what?
Her cakes. Bro, was it flatter? Was it rounder? Rogue.
I hear you. I'm looking for the comment, bro.
Oh,
okay. Is Rogue's assets as flat as the? You know what? Honestly, I didn't really pay attention to it.
me either.
I couldn't. I don't really remember. It's not something I thought about.
I was thinking about Storm like that though. Like Storm was to Storm.
I think that they did. I think they did sort of flatten her chest a little bit. Maybe brought her rotund posterior in a little bit. But again, it didn't take away from it or anything. But yeah, they probably did. And you know, of course, that's this generation, so I expect that, you know, anyway. But it's not anime, right? If it was anime, they might have accentuated those areas, but alas, it is American cartoon, not anime. But it's cool though how they did tweak sort of Cyclops' powers there a little bit, and stuff like that. You know, that they do is really cool about this show. Like they don't change anything or go outside of the known rules and laws of X-Men or Marvel, but they do creative shit within that, and that's what I love. That's what I want, and that's like what I would say to all the Star Wars writers and creators out there, and you know, these people. You know, you gotta love what you're doing, man. You gotta love what you're working on. If you choose to do something within a certain universe, you've chosen to do that thing within that universe's laws and rules and lore. So don't choose to do something in that universe if you're not gonna do it within that universe. You can't just come in and make up shit. You know, you can't negate things. You can't be like, oh well, this meant something before, but I'm just gonna pretend it doesn't. You can't do that. Like, you've chosen to use Star Wars as your franchise. Lightsaber colors mean something. You can't just decide it's aesthetic. Oh, we can just pick what color we want because it's pretty. It's not how it works. You can't change that. You chose to do this. You can't do that. So they have definitely stayed within that as far as I'm concerned. And that's the type of shit that's important to me, man. Like good writing, you know? When they don't focus on agendas and shit, they focus on good writing. You can have a message, you can have a stance, but don't make your entire story or lack of story just about this thing. Like, that's boring. It's gonna get boring after every single episode, time after time after time. That's what I'm saying. Like, I hope they do, you know, go to some, just straight up action adventure sci-fi stuff with no message, no agenda, because the original series did that a lot. A lot of those episodes have no oppression, no, nothing. So
But I want to say that I am happy that they did it. They did it
oh
well.
yeah.
They did it with excellence. So no matter what they do with the next, I'm happy. They did a great job, man. Bravo.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Best show that Marvel has put out since the invention of Disney Plus. I can say that with full confidence. And I've only seen 2 episodes. So that tells you anything. And I hope there's some things that the original show left out or didn't really explain fully, sort of left open-ended, didn't quite answer these questions, and I hope, again, that this show does take the opportunity to remedy that. Because there's a couple things like you had, does Jean tell Cyclops that Cable is their son? Because he doesn't. She knows he doesn't. Cable is Cyclops and Jean's son. In this new show, Cyclops and Jean are pregnant. I mean, Jean's pregnant. With Cable, and as a recurring fan favorite, Cable was definitely best known for time traveling and trying to prevent disasters from unfolding in the future. But he seems to also have had a very personal stake in the affairs of the X-Men. And in season 2, episode 8, Time Fugitives, part 2, Jean Grey reads Cable's mind and seemingly learning that the mutant is actually the future child of her and Cyclops, as he is in the comics. And I know this because he's like my favorite character. He's like my favorite character, dude. Like, I fucking love Cable, bro. Like, Cable is like easily one of my top 5 all-time comic characters. I love Cable. Strangely, though, she doesn't seem to directly tell Cyclops. She never really like fully, lets him know. And we gotta be fucking kidding me. It's not really brought up again. And even when Cable comes back in a few more episodes, because Cable's in the original series a lot. I didn't really remember how much Cable was in that shit. Like I said, I've recently been like rewatching the show, and Cable's in a bunch of episodes, bro. Or yo, Raw Talk. I think Raw Talk is snoring on camera. Raw Talk.
Let him sleep, bro. Let him sleep.
Hold on, let me mute it. Oh, he old man sleep. He old man napping right now. We old man. We gotta nap sometime. We gotta fall out sometimes. But another thing. What was the deal with Magneto's late wife? Never. Because there was a 4-part finale to the 4th season of the show, where Apocalypse is introduced as an overarching villain and one of the most dangerous forces that the X-Men ever faced, and Apocalypse is definitely the big bad of the series. And initially, Magneto agrees to help, the ancient Egyptian mutant with his plans for like his own selfish reasons, but he's wanting to see his beloved wife resurrected. And yet by the end of the 4-part arc, his motivations seem to have switched back to his standard plan for the future, which is mutants are the ruling class, and his late wife's just sort of never referred to again for the rest of the series. I find that really fucking weird and like a big opportunity. It's a big opportunity for this new show to tackle and give us those answers.
I'm hoping for, all right. So Beast Boy has a wife, right? Cecilia. Bro, if you haven't seen her, like brown skin, she has the braids. She's a doctor. I think that she can generate force fields with her mind. Bro, it'd be so dope if they bring her, bro. Because they have a daughter too.
In what show?
In X-Men. Like, I know they can't, like, they're not bringing her back. Or maybe did she have an appearance? I don't think she had an appearance.
Wait, who are you talking about?
All right. Beast, right? He has a wife.
Oh, I thought you said Beast Boy.
No. Beast, Blue Beast.
Okay, no, I thought you said Beast Boy, man, or maybe no, my bad. Yeah, Beast. Okay, right, got you. Follow.
So he has a wife, Cecilia. I think Rayner is her last name. She's a doctor and she can like generate force fields.
Okay.
You gotta check her out, bro. Yeah. Amazing character, but like they mention her like throughout. I'm hoping that they bring her into the animated series. Introduce new characters. Or Spike, or even have like Spike make an appearance. That'd be so dope. Mix some stuff up.
Yeah, no, hell yeah. I mean, that's what we want. We want new content, man. We want new stuff. We want new stories. We want new information. We don't want you to make up stuff make up whole stories. Like, we want you to pull from the comics, but we want you to make up some cool stuff like Cyclops moving around with his powers and stuff like that. And answer some of these goddamn questions. Like Morph, where do his allegiance lie? Because remember, he's Bishop and Morph are back in the series, and now they're full X-Men, over this time skip, because they were not full X-Men at first. But Morph's introduction and revival was one of the more controversial moments in the original series. He was his allegiance never really was certain, right? He's like, he was dealing with the X-Men, but he was also fucking with Mr. Sinister, and he was like playing the fence, playing both sides. And Morph's sort of sinister programming done by Mr. Sinister was never conclusively overcome. Like, he was brainwashed or whatever, or mind control, and that never really got solved. And it sort of led to his initial hesitancy to rejoin the X-Men. And whether Morph ever got over his trauma, or if they, I just hope they sort of touch back on that, because this new Morph is seeming a little shallow. They want to make this. They wanted it's controversial again. He's non-binary. He's androgynous. His look is could be either way, and it's very deliberate. It's clearly an inclusion thing, like a move, and they're putting in this agenda on this character that never was this before. But I think it's brilliant, because I think Morph should be non-binary. He should be neither male nor female. He just can be anything. He should, in the comics, he's just like a solid white blob. He has no features, no nose, like he has no features, just eyes and a mouth. and he you know, I don't know, you know, how are they going to play it? You know, because right now it seems kind of shallow. It just seems he's just that agenda, and that's the problem with the agenda stuff. It lacks story, like it lacks substance. Like you can write a story, or you can write a
Bro, that's
commercial.
so deep. I feel what you're saying. I see what you're saying. If you're gonna push something on me, at least tell me a story. Or if you're gonna show me
Make it
something, at
interesting.
least tell me a compelling story. You know, don't just,
Keep my
like you
attention.
said, it's just like, oh, he's this. And it's like, what does that even do
And
to what does that do for the community that's like even watching them? Like, nah, I don't want this. I
right,
want a story.
right.
Yeah, give me a story.
Yeah, and have that character, but make it make sense. Give me a reason. Like, why is he? You know, and or what does that mean? And what else? Like, okay, he's non-binary, and what else? Like, is that it? He's non-binary. That's his whole story. That's his character. That's who he is. That's his identity. That's fucking boring. That's fucking boring. That's all it is. It doesn't offend me. It's just fucking boring. Like, why, you know, give us something, man. Give us a story behind it, and then it's cool. Like, I'm cool with it. Just give me something with it. And then, but you know, there's remember, so another big thing in Marvel right now is Kang and Immortus. Immortus, one of the versions of Kang, was in the original series.
What's wrong with my tongue? The water is taking more than usual.
Oh man, I'm not sure, man.
Whatever it's supposed to be.
Do you know the answer?
No.
Okay. Go drink some water.
His tongue is blue.
Oh my
Yeah, we were listening. Yeah.
I don't know. He ate something. So my kid is super smart and he likes to test theories, right? So
Okay.
if he sees something on the TV that says this will turn your tongue blue or this do something to your tongue, he will try it and then he'll come
Yeah.
and talk to me and like for insight. And I'm
Right.
like, dude, like I don't like why are you even doing that? Just
That's
whatever.
dope though. That's creative. Yeah, he like you said, man. He's smart, man. He's working it out. He's theorizing. And that's what's up. He's a scientist. But another scientist that is in the X-Men show, because there's a bunch of scientists in this show, is Immortus, Kang, that version of Kang. And that would be something that I would like to see them sort of revisit, because at first Immortus appears as like the lowly Bender. He's like a side character who begs Bishop to help the X-Men stop Apocalypse from fulfilling this evil, plan centered around the axis of time. And after Apocalypse is defeated, Bender suddenly reveals himself to be Immortus and seemingly having his own evil plans for the location, and then they never mention or show him again. That's it. He's just forgotten. And so yeah, like that's one of the many things that the original series just sort of just left off, just left hanging. Cyclops and Havoc and Corsair. We find out all of a sudden that Corsair is like there is Cyclops' father, and Havoc is his brother, and there's this whole family dynamic, and they set up this whole thing, and then it just goes away. We find out that Cyclops and this Cable wouldn't be the only time that Cyclops is sort of teased to have a family member, just to have the relationship sort of go unacknowledged in future episodes. And Scott is Cyclops' Cable's father. Well, Cyclops' father is the space pirate known as Corsair, and he's revealed to have to have like views other than and have different ideals and stuff than Cyclops, and he's got other kids. He's got Alex Summers, who he abandoned at the same time he abandoned Scott. But he's kind of like a and he grows up to be Havoc. So we know who Havoc is from X-Men. And Alex and Scott have like this similar sort of energy projection powers. You know, Cyclops has the beam. Havoc shoots it out of his chest, basically, and they find that they're unable to affect each other. Their Cyclops' beam does nothing to Havoc, and vice versa. Their beams just don't even affect each other, and it sort of implies their connection as siblings, I guess. And frustratingly, this is never followed up on. Havoc and Cyclops remain estranged, and they never explore that further. Obviously, I'd love to see Apocalypse come back. My favorite fucking mutant villain, hands down. Apocalypse is definitely my favorite. And he is the central villain of the original show, but we don't know who the central villain of this show is really gonna be.
Has not Nightwing. What is Nightcrawler? Has Nightcrawler made an appearance?
No.
Oh, no, bro! If they don't bring back Nightcrawler,
yeah, they will, because there's a Nightcrawler action figure for the line that I have. That's one of the characters. Also, though, there's some characters that are not in the action figure line that are in the show, like Jubilee. They haven't made a Jubilee figure yet. Who else? Beast. They haven't made a Beast yet. I'm excited, though. I'm excited for the Beast. I can't wait to get it, because I don't have a Beast. I have no Beast figure. I have Dark Beast, but he's not really Beast. I want the Blue Beast. The only Blue Beast figure out right now is it's been out a while, so you got to pay aftermarket. It's like $100. I'm not doing it. But Apocalypse,
bro, it's crazy how you guys were talking about scalping, and I just paid attention, and I'm starting to learn and understand what you guys are talking about. It's kind of ridiculous, man. Like for a $4 toy or $5 toy, you know, that no one's really gonna, you know, you're charging $100 and $200. It's like, what?
Yeah. It is what it is. We deal with it. I mean, I avoid it. Like I said, I'm only, if I can't pre-order a figure, I don't get it. Sometimes a figure can be like available. It's not pre-order. It's like available for purchase. Maybe it's not sold out yet, and I'll snag it. But for the most part, if there's a figure I want, I pre-order it, because there's a really good chance it's going to be sold out right away, and I won't, be able to buy it at that time or whatever. And so I don't risk losing it that way, because once it's sold out, once it's not available for regular retail price, you have to find it on eBay for like double the price, and I'm not doing it. So if I miss it, I miss it.
Have you been to like your retail shops? Because sometimes you can find great deals at your retail shop.
You mean like comic stores?
Ross? No. Ross. Okay, so
Ross.
Walk into Ross, in the toy section, they have. All right, bro. You know Princess Bride, right? So I got Fezzik, right?
Oh, really?
I got him at Ross for $7.99.
That's a deal.
Right. But
my Ross doesn't have that shit, bro. I got a guy on Instagram who comes on there showing like G.I. Joe Classified, like all crazy shit he finds at Ross. He's in California. Ross by me don't have shit.
Okay, but do you have a thrift store? Not a thrift store. Dirt Cheap. You have a Dirt Cheap?
Nope.
I don't have Ollie's.
There's no Ollie's. There's no
Target.
There's Target, but Target has the regular retail.
You can find clearance. All right, so the other day, like I had some Aquaman figures, bro. They were selling them for $10. Like tall, not tall Aquaman.
Oh, I mean, the other day I picked up what is it? A DC Batman, a DC Vampires Robin, and a fucking Owlman on clearance. They were at Walmart. They were on sale for $12, and then marked down from there for $5. And I was like, oh shit, $5? I gotta grab them. So, Walmart can do it and Target can do it, but stores like Ollie's and Ross, everything is going to be cheap is going to be, you know, clearance price always. But it's just, and I don't know if it's that my store doesn't have them or someone around here is just like buying them up right away, which is totally possible. It only takes one fucking zealous collector to fucking wipe a store out, bro.
Go ask the customer service desk. That's what I do. So like if I'm looking for Black Lightning, right? I go up to them and I'm like, hey, listen. But I'm kind of more of a charmer with it. So I'm like, hey, you know, I'm looking for some toys for my sons. And then I would show them, you know, Black action figure. And I would say, do you guys ever have them in the back? You know, I would love to get a jump on them. And they're like, yeah, sometimes we have them. We'll put some to the side for you.
Oh, wow.
Right, exactly. What have I gotten? I haven't really gotten any. No, I didn't get that. The only thing I got was like the Princess Bride. But I'll
That's
find
dope,
something.
That's dope, though.
Yeah, you can.
Well, all right, y'all. It's about 9:15. I do have to call it a night. We do have to go, but we'll be back Monday and we'll finish up rapping about the X-Men. We'll definitely be talking about X-Men, the anime, this new X-Men. As long as it's out, we're gonna be talking about X-Men like every show. So just while it's on, that's what we're talking about. Yeah. So have a safe weekend, man. Have fun, you know, kick it, do whatever you like to do, man. Don't let anybody tell you to grow up, play with your toys. Onslaught. I need an Onslaught figure. That's what I really need, an Onslaught figure. But yeah, the shit that Onslaught is doing right now in the comics. Where is it?
I'm out. Salute. Good night.
All right, brother. Yeah. Onslaught is doing some. I can't find it, but yeah, Onslaught's doing some shit in the comics. But yeah, man, y'all be safe, man. Raw talk. Raw talk. Yeah, he took it in. He took it in already. So we taking it in. We taking it in, y'all. Y'all be easy, man. Have fun, man, and stay safe, man. Peace.